What's up, y'all? It's Wednesday morning right at about 11 o'clock, and I'm gonna head out here to see what's going on with some ammo. I'm sure some of y'all noticed I didn't do one of these last week. There just wasn't a whole lot new out here. However, there was some stuff in the WallyWorld that I picked up last week. Y'all probably realized that I hadn't been going into WallyWorld for the past, it's probably been 3, 4, 5 months maybe, and that's because they actually had all their ammo and stuff pulled from the cabinets and shelves and everything. Apparently, they've been waiting on some new keys to get made for their cabinets. Somebody that used to work there left, they said, and didn't turn into keys, or they lost some keys or something. But whatever the case, they had to have all the locks and chains, so had to wait on one specific company who does that for all the WallyWorlds apparently. So long story short, they finally got that done, and I went in there at the end of last week and they had a bunch of ammo out there, stuff that had just been sitting in the back that they've been getting in on order and hadn't been putting out. So I did get a little bit of video of that on my phone that I'll show y'all here, and then after that we'll run into the Rural King and see what's going on with them today. All right, y'all, in the WallyWorld, kind of unexpected stop. I hadn't been coming by here because they've had these cabinets completely empty. They hadn't had any ammo out here in about 3 months now. But anyway, looks like somebody had them put this stuff back out finally. So they got all pretty much the same stuff they had before. Looks like it's actual mixed up mess though. I don't see anything that strikes my eyes like must have. It looks like they got plenty of 12 gauge slugs. The 22, the auto match is still 2116. I believe that's what it was last I seen it. Looks like they got some 243, a bunch more 22 LR, different kinds, Stingers, some shorts, some 6.5 Creedmoor there, 27, 28 bucks. Some 17 HMR there, 69. That looks like 200 rounds. Some 270 down there, 37 bucks. I see some 30-06. See some kind of blue box varmint. Looks like CCI up there. I'm not sure what that is for 29 bucks. Bunch more 30-06, 6.5 Creedmoor, 270, 25 bucks for the Federal Fusion, 270. They actually got some 45-70 down there at the bottom. I might grab a box of that. It ain't cheap though. Looks like 49 bucks for that Winchester Super X. So I got somebody to come over here and help me out with some stuff, and she also brought some more stuff out that they had. Got some 30-30 out here now at a super good deal, 1947 for that Federal Fusion. Looks like they got some Remington there too for 25 bucks, 30-30, some Winchester for 26 bucks. Bunch of 30-06 out here too. So this is the most I've seen in here in quite a while. Bunch of shot shells in here too. Looks like some 12, 20. I believe I see some 28. But of course, no 410 in here right now. I actually spoke too soon. They got a couple boxes of this Winchester PDX 410. So I'm gonna grab both of those, even though they're 16 bucks a box. All right, y'all, in the Rural King, looks like they got a few new things in here. A bunch of 308 as always. They got some 7.6251 Winchester and 308 Aguila, both at $21.99, so that's not bad at all. 45, I don't think I'm seeing anything new. They got some V-Crown, some Punch, several different kinds of FMJ. Looks like, what, 26 bucks or so is their cheapest FMJ. Tons of 40 in here as always. Pretty much any kind of HP and FMJ. Ammo inks, Punch, Sig, Hornady, a little bit of 10 down there. That center fire still at $29.99. 9 looks, I believe, exactly the same as last I was in here. Still the cheapest 9 in here is that Remington UMC at $14.99. A little bit more 9 over here. Looks like some Arms Core 22 LR, $3.99. The standard stuff for $5.99 on the CCI. A little bit of 223 and 5.56 here, but nothing really crazy and nothing any kind of super deals. So other than that, definitely a few new things in here, but not a whole lot going on. All right, y'all, we made it out to Rural King again. Pretty decent amount of stuff in there today. Still a little bit of empty shelves going on for sure, but better than it has looked for like the past few weeks or even the past several months. But I'm running a little bit behind on getting some things ready for the range tomorrow, so that's gonna be my only stops for today. I do have some stuff I picked up from WallyWorld, and I've got a couple things that were sent to me. So let's head back to the house and I'll show y'all what I ended up with. All right, y'all, back at the house again. As you can see, another quick little trip out this week, but I got some pretty good deals this week and some stuff sent to me that's gonna make some pretty interesting testing. So before I jump into it and show y'all what I got, if you enjoy these videos, take a second, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you got them notifications turned on so you don't miss anything that I upload. So everything I personally bought this week come from WallyWorld, believe it or not. As y'all can see, Rural King's got quite a few things in there. You know, my local shop's got pretty much everything. Just nothing I really need right now, so I'm just basically on the lookout for any kind of good deals or stuff that I could do some interesting interesting testing with. The reason y'all hadn't seen me put any footage of the WallyWorld in for the last few months, like I said, is because they just hadn't had any ammo out there at all. But like I said, they did finally put some stuff back out there, and so there was a few good deals to be had. My opinion, this was definitely one of them. The CCI Maxi Mag 22 mag here, the 40 grain jacketed hollow point, 125 rounds of this for $29.46. So $29.46 for 125 rounds of CCI Magnum is not bad at all. So I got 2 jugs of these. They don't have any limit in there at all anymore either, so I could have got more than this, but I've got a pretty good bit of 22 mag, so I just wanted to get a couple of these since they was at a good deal. And then the next thing that caught my eye in there was they had several different types of 20 gauge. Now y'all know I just recently picked up that old bolt action 20 gauge, so I didn't have many 20 gauge shells at all before that. So I figured I'd pick some of these up. This is just some Winchester Super X 2 3/4 inch, 3/4 ounce rifled slug. Got 1600 velocity on the box, so these ought to be some pretty good ones here. I've got a couple of different slugs, but this wasn't one of them. So once I start doing some more testing as far as 20 gauge stuff, this ought to come in handy. As you can see, I got 4 boxes of these. These were $5.96 per box, so not too terrible right now for 20 gauge slugs. And then next up was some good old 30-30. They had quite a bit of 30-30 in there. They had a few different kinds even, so this was the cheapest in there. This is the Federal Power Shock 150 grain jacketed soft point, so nothing fancy, but you know, 30-30 is 30-30. I ain't real picky as far as it goes there, so pretty nice rounds there. Pretty decent deal on these. These were $19.47 per box, so for 30-30 right now, that's not too bad. So I got a couple boxes of those. And then I was pretty surprised to see it, but they had a couple of boxes of this Winchester Defender 410. This is the stuff that's got the 3 discs in it, and then the 12 plated BB size, 2.5 inch 410, 750 velocity. Basically that specialty defense type 410 is kind of a alternative to the triple defense from Hornady. You know, that stuff's got the slug and then the 2 round balls, where like I said, this has got 3 discs and then 12 BB size pellets, copper plated BB. So this is some expensive stuff right here. They only had 2 boxes, so I got both boxes. This was $16.36 per box of 10 shells. So like I said, pretty expensive stuff, but should make for some interesting testing down the road. And then next up, I got a few things that was sent to me to test out by a couple people. First thing that was sent to me by Mike here is some of this Defiant Munitions 9mm 115 grain plus P. This is their TCX round, saying 1275 feet per second as far as the velocity. Now this is their solid copper expanding stuff. So as you can see there, nice nickel plated case with the solid copper expander. So this should be some pretty interesting testing. I've done some testing on a few different copper expanders, but never any of this Defiant Munition stuff. And I think I've actually had a couple more people ask me about testing this stuff. So I really appreciate Mike sending this my way to test on. And then last but not least was a package of stuff sent to me by Chris. So I really appreciate him sending this stuff my way. First thing is kind of along the same lines there. This is some Core Bond 9mm. As you can see there, 115 grain plus P jacketed hollow point. Now they're saying 1350 on this for the velocity. Just your basic brass round there. So I'm not sure what the projectile is. It doesn't really look familiar, so really not sure. Like I said, if y'all know, leave me some comments down below, but that should make for some interesting testing. Lately I've tested several really hot 9mm rounds and they seem to do very good, so I'm expecting some pretty good stuff from these. And then next in the package was a 50 round pack of these 38 special plus Ps. Now these are 110 grain jacketed hollow point, like I say, plus P. They say an 1100 feet per second on the bag here. Now this is from Georgia Arms. I'd never heard of them, so I had to look them up online. So they've got a few different loads here. This they have listed under this like their general target and plinking load, but it's some nice nickel cases, and if it does hit 1100 feet per second, we should get some good performance out of that. So looking forward to seeing what these do for sure. And then the last thing was a couple different loadings of 44 special. He sent another pack of these 50 rounds from this Georgia Arms again. Now this is some 44 special 200 grain jacketed hollow point spear bonded unicore, they're calling it. 850 feet per second is what they're saying here. Brass case. Now I believe these are Spear's deep curl projectile, if y'all are familiar with those. I've got some of those myself, is the only reason I'm pretty sure that's what these are. They're definitely not gold dots. I'm almost positive they're the deep curls, but like I say, now these are loaded from that Georgia Arms, and then he sent some Underwood 44 special 200 grain bonded jacketed hollow point. These are saying 975, where these are saying 850, but they're exactly the same projectile, so they're that same deep curl also. Like I say, I'm about 99.9% sure these are deep curls, but these now also have a nickel plated case, of course, underwood loaded, and are saying a higher velocity. So that should be some pretty interesting tests there. He definitely wanted to see these out of a couple different barrel lengths. So I've got one revolver barrel length and I've got a longer barrel. So we'll see what kind of testing we can come up with there. And that did it for this week, y'all. So maybe not a whole lot this week, but I'm pretty excited about what I did pick up, because I think a few things I got at a very good deal. And then the stuff that was sent to me is some very interesting stuff that I didn't have that should make some pretty good tests. So let me know what you think about the pickups this week, what kind of testing you might be looking forward to, and what kind of scores you might have got on the ammo in y'all's area. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, make sure you click all those buttons down below. All that really does help out the channel, so I appreciate y'all for that. Check out those affiliate links in the video description. If you shop through Amazon, hit up that storefront link first. You'll go right through Amazon just like normal from there, and anything you buy anywhere on the site after that, I get a kickback from them towards the channel. Same deal with the axle links. If you're looking for some fantastic ear pro, hit those links up down there and you can save a lot of money instead of going straight to their site. I appreciate the heck out of all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel like y'all do. Tons of good stuff coming your way. I'm actually at the range right now as y'all are watching this, so a lot of good stuff coming up from that and a lot more coming your way. So make sure you stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.